Rachel Reeves and the Great UK Economic Karaoke Catastrophe. Right. So, you know that feeling when you promise your mates you'll absolutely smash at karaoke, then proceed to murder Don't Stop Believing so badly that the entire pub goes silent? Well, that's basically Rachel Reeves right now. But instead of karaoke, it's the entire UK economy. Welcome back to UK Plug, where we decode the political chaos so you don't have to. I'm your host, and today we're diving into why the Chancellor is having the economic equivalent of a Twitter meltdown in real time. So here's the tea, and it's stone cold, just like our economy, apparently. The Office of National Statistics has just dropped GDP figures that have more red flags than the Communist Party convention. We're talking a 0.3% shrink in April. That's not just bad. That's accidentally texting your ex at 3 a.m. levels of regret. Economists were expecting a 0.1% drop. You know, like a gentle stumble. Instead, we got a full-blown faceplant into the economic pavement. It's the biggest contraction since October 2023, which, let's be honest, feels like a lifetime ago when we still had hope. But wait, there's more. Because apparently, the Chancellor had some fascinating theories about why this happened. Now, Rachel Reeves, bless her cotton socks, has come out swinging with explanations that would make even the most creative university student proud. Her top contender, Donald Trump's tariff tantrums. According to our Chancellor, April was rough because everyone was panicking about Trump's trade wars, exports weakening, production wobbling. Basically, the entire UK economy caught a case of the Trump-induced jitters. It's like blaming your terrible driving test on the instructor's choice of air freshener. She called it not entirely unexpected, which is political speak for, I saw this train wreck coming but hoped nobody would notice. That's like saying the Titanic's iceberg encounter was somewhat predictable given the maritime conditions. But hey, at least she's got a plan to fix it. Oh, right. On Wednesday, literally one day before this GDP disaster, Reeves announced spending plans that would make a lottery winner blush. We're talking £39 billion for social housing, £29 billion for the NHS, and £11 billion for defence. That's more zeros than a fee for a corruption investigation. The NHS got the biggest slice of this financial pie, £29 billion extra per year. That's roughly the GDP of Luxembourg, just casually thrown at our health service. Not complaining, mind you, but the timing is absolutely perfect. But here's where it gets juicy. Experts are basically saying, Rachel, where's this money actually coming from? It's like announcing you're buying a Ferrari when you can't afford the MOT on your Ford Fiesta. The manifesto promised no tax rises, no major borrowing increases. So, either Reeves has found a magic money tree or she's about to break more promises than a politician during election season. Spoiler alert, it's probably the latter. And speaking of promises that might not age well, when pressed about potential tax rises, our Chancellor pulled the classic political two-step. Asked directly on BBC Radio 4, the most terrifying arena in British politics, she basically said, look, no Chancellor can plan 4 years ahead, which is politician speak for, yeah, taxes are definitely going up, but I'm not saying when. She insists everything's paid for by difficult decisions, which sounds suspiciously like someone who's already mentally preparing their I'm sorry, but speech. It's a political equivalent of we need to talk. You know what's coming, but nobody wants to say it. Meanwhile, resident doctors are threatening strikes if they don't get a 29% pay rise, which, fair play, is basically asking for a lottery win in salary form. Reeves told departments to fund pay rises from existing budgets, which is like telling your teenagers to fund their own pocket money. But don't worry, she's got a master plan for savings. End to the £1 billion asylum hotel closure promise, because apparently the solution to our economic woes is to play monopoly with refugee accommodation. Reeves wants to shut down all asylum hotels, which sounds great until you realize small boat crossings are surging faster than energy bills. It's like promising to close all the umbrellas while standing in a thunderstorm. Mathematically ambitious, practically questionable. She's also doubling down on £5 billion in benefits cuts despite warnings this could push disabled people into poverty. When challenged, she basically said tough cookies, but with extra compassion. The welfare reforms are staying because apparently that's where we're drawing our fiscal battle lines. But here's the real kicker. The experts are absolutely not having it. Former government economist Jonathan Ports looked at these spending plans and basically said tax rises are coming whether you admit it or not. That's the equivalent of a financial doctor giving you a terminal diagnosis for your manifesto promises. Paul Johnson from the Institute for Fiscal Studies was even more brutal. The Chancellor's speech was full of numbers, few of them useful. That's academic speak for this is absolute nonsense, but I'm too polite to say it directly. When the IFS, the people who actually understand money, are essentially calling your economic plan creative accounting, you know you're in trouble. It's like Gordon Ramsay reviewing your cooking and just quietly walking away. Here's the bottom line. Rachel Reeves is performing economic gymnastics that would make Olympic athletes weep. GDP shrinking, spending soaring, tax rises lurking, and manifesto promises crumbling faster than a week-old biscuit. The UK economy is having a proper mare and our Chancellor is caught between impossible promises and unavoidable reality. It's like watching someone try to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a unicycle in a hurricane. But hey, at least the NHS is getting some love, right? That's something. What do you think? Is Reeves playing 4D chess, or is this just political Jenga waiting to collapse? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you think our economy is more unpredictable than British weather, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We believe in a publicly funded health service. Want to know what fresh spills are coming next? I'm your host at UK Plug. If you're not confused by British priorities, you're probably not in Westminster. See you next time.